Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess? The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears.
What's the point?
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Well, no, she wants it to be Kazuichi. We've established this.
Your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Is it DDR time?
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Oh.
Hey! What do you mean a class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce.
Oh.
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
I mean, you are being starved.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
I'm sure he discovered many things.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Why is that what bugs you?
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor.
Yes. Correct.
From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
Correctamundo.
Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
Let's see.
That is a
Contact
good
elevator was
question.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing.
Is this where we start playing the Pursuit theme?
Here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Are you sure? Oh, we're not DDRing.
That elevator was.
That elevator was. Yep.
The only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Wait.
That elevator was.
Okay, so I did press the wrong button,
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape
but
House.
The killer cannot.
I was
at Straw, there's no
I would have been
question
wrong
that
anyway,
it would have
so
been different.
Or if there was a secret
I'll
passageway.
just
How much longer do you
Plan to left. Why don't we stop this already?
That elevator was the only means of
boink.
No, that's wrong.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Are you sure about
Why
that?
don't we ask the person who actually
I was
used
gonna
that?
say, let's ask Nagito. Oh my god, really? Do we have to?
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
I guess we have to.
What are you talking about?
You teleported.
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Oh,
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve force show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
no way!
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Yes.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
How would they be?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Did you say?
Never stop, never
Don't
stopping.
make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You gonna throw your hamsters at me? Alright, let's go. Lovely. None of these have anything to do with anything.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole.
Oh my
However, how
god.
frail, I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Yeah, no kidding.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
God, that was
I already proved
something.
the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon.
Yeah.
Don't bark, you cur! You at least
Whoops.
pray to the key which dwells in the light. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
What do any of these things have to do with the Octagon?
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
I'm only obtainable there.
Know the limits of your own reasoning.
Oh. Oh.
You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
Even though the hammer was just kind of there.
If that's the case, you obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Does that mean I don't have to do it this time?
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Are you now?
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
Are you sure?
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Not okay. I want to do it.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? What? I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Oh, you've wounded the man's pride.
Mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Oh my god.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
DDR?
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Yep.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
You have a hammer.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
Maybe you threw a hamster at him.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied.
Back of his neck, Omaru.
Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Yeah, no. It's DDR time.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end!
For Dark the Devas.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck.
I've been thinking this entire time that it's gonna be truly a waste of potential
As long as you have the power of the
if
hamsters
Gundam
you
does
keep
not
with
kill
you.
people using his hamsters.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road.
It's like you said,
Pull the
murder is
curtains
murder.
of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Here we are. Here we are. Finish the thought. Okay, so we got a hammer, we've got elevator. There you go. There's that. Wait. Stalk the Third. The Threest. Okay, done due to that. That data broke. Fuck you, Nagito, I'm making that comic. Don't try and stop me. It's my long-winded explanation, and you cannot have it.
Here's everything that happened in this case.